stuffed salmon fillets from Davios. And if you have ever been to a Davios restaurant and you have had them before, you know what we're about to dive into. If you never have, may I please walk you through your choices. You have a choice of 6 or 12 of the stuffed salmon fillets. These are 6-ounce fillets. So that's one big entree, or that is something that you can share with a loved one, but this is really like an entree and a side. Here to talk to us about it, and I'm so excited every time he's here, is Steve DiFilippo, and it is so good to see you, my friend. So good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Such a lovely friend.
Thanks.
He is also a best-selling author.
Yes.
He is also, may I say, in the Restaurant Hall of Fame in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, I know it embarrasses him, but I think that's amazing. Yeah. Also, you're about to open your 10th Davios.
We are.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being here.
I always get nervous when I have to follow Tony, though. Who's better than Tony?
Right?
I just love that guy.
Oh, no, you fit into the family perfect.
It's such a family here.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
If you're ever in Philadelphia, do a tour here.
Thank you.
We had a tour come by today.
Isn't that fun?
It really is cool.
I know. Yeah. So when we talk about, I love talking to you about this because this always rings your ear.
Yeah.
When you hear someone say restaurant quality food,
it makes me crazy. No, it just makes me nuts because I am a restaurateur, and we have our own facility. We make our own food, and I think that's important. And you could just put restaurant quality on there, and who knows where it comes from.
Right.
But I'm a restaurateur. I started Davios 32 years ago in Boston, and now we're over. We're in Atlanta, we're in New York, we're in California. I mean, we're all over the place.
Awesome.
And I think that we have some credibility that this is really restaurant food.
Well, and he takes the creation, the ingredients of the food personally.
Right.
This is made by Davios. This is from Davios directly to your table. And this is the dish you've told me in the past. This is one of the most popular choices on your menu.
I mean, there's salmon and there's everything else.
Right.
For seafood. I mean, we sell, salmon is just, on fire, I think, in this country. Now, it's not just at Davios, everywhere. People just love salmon. I think it's very healthy. It's so flavorful. In this salmon, it's not fishy. It's absolutely amazing. Now, you want to go through the ingredients?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing salmon, but when we say stuffed, this is what it's
stuffed with. What's great about this dish, it's not just having salmon. Here's the salmon. We have some crab, we have some cheese, we have some risotto, which is really nice. So you have like a stuffing with some panko and some onion and peppers and some parsley. So when you cook it, you have the whole dish ready to go. You can maybe make some asparagus. Over here we have some asparagus and a salad. There's other things you can do with it.
Sure.
But the dish comes out all done for you.
That's amazing.
And what it is, it's 6 ounces, which is a lot.
That's like a sturdy size.
I bought this for my parents. I brought them over, to the house, and they couldn't eat 2 of them.
Oh wow!
They couldn't. It's really. I mean, look how much
your
is in here.
cooking is so amazing.
It is so loaded, and what's great is they come uncooked. So you can cook them how you like them. A lot of people like their salmon rare. They like their salmon medium rare, right? Some like it well done. It's really up to you. It's great. I mean, just look how loaded this thing is.
Okay, wait a minute. One of our prep chefs here was kind enough to make me some of the salmon just on its own, because unfortunately I can't eat the inside, which kills me. But salmon is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I just have to tell you, okay, this salmon is flaky, but it's still juicy. So if you've ever had that piece of fish before and you think, how did they do that? If you've ever been to a Davios and you think, how did they do that? I want to recreate this at home. Right. You can. You can order it directly from them through QVC and serve this for yourself or for your loved ones or together. This salmon is so good. It's buttery. It's delicious. It's perfect.
Right. And through the power of QVC, we can pull this off. That's what's so cool about this. Because it's amazing what we're charging for this.
I know. Well,
really
that's where
crazy.
I'm going next.
Right.
It's like you're reading my mind. So here are your choices right here in front of me. The set of 6. We don't have many of these left to go around, so let's talk about this. In the 6-ounce stuffed salmon fillets, the featured price is $59. 3 easy payments of $19.67 is your easy pay breakdown if you would like to do so. There are just a few more than 300 to go around in the 6 count, and that is it. But what you're seeing on your screen is the 12 count. That is $89. Hold on. Just one at a Davios restaurant could cost you about $30.
Right.
You could get 12 sent to your front door for a featured price of $89, 3 easy payments of $29.67, free shipping and handling when you order the 12 count. It breaks down to $7.42 for a restaurant that is award-winning, making their salmon and a side, because it's coming stuffed, and it's coming with free shipping and handling. You're saving $29.
Right. So we will ship this Monday to you. That's why it's very limited, because we only make a certain amount of this at a time.
I can't stop eating the salmon.
So we will ship this Monday. So Wednesday, you could be eating at Davios. You know, we're only in 5 states, so there's a lot of places we're not there.
Right.
You know, and I have to tell you just a quick little story. The other day,
Please.
I left here and I went to Philadelphia. I was flying home to Boston, and I was at illegals in the airport, and there was a little issue there. And so I ended up having to introduce myself to the manager, and I said, you know, I'm Steve DiFilippo, and she goes, oh my God, you're the guy on QVC that sells that salmon. And I was like, what? You know, I thought Davios, 32 years, right? All these restaurants.
Nope.
She knew me from here and the salmon. She said, my mom loved the salmon so much that she asked me to take her to Davios downtown Philly next Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
So we got
How
actually a new guest for our restaurant because of you. And
Isn't that nice? Yeah. So you know what? I want to bring in Marie Louise. Do you want to have some salmon? No.
Oh. You know, it's all about Mary today, I think.
Marie Louise, nice
Mary.
to see you.
Hi.
This is the stuffed salmon from Davios. And I know Steve has been on our gourmet holiday shows.
Yep.
He's been on In the Kitchen with David, here on In the Kitchen with Mary. Always very, very popular, because you're getting an entree and you're getting an amazing side. All you have to do is add a vegetable if you want to, but you certainly don't have to. But it's all about having that Davios experience in your own home. And Marie Louise, what do you think?
Oh,
I know.
you can taste the crab and the seasonings and everything is in there together. It just melts in your mouth. It is so good.
There are only 100 left in the 12 piece.
This is amazing.
I know, isn't that amazing?
It's so great.
If you are interested in the 12 piece, may I please do an alert? There are only about 100 left. So if you are interested in getting them home in that 12 count, remember, breaks down to $7.42 per piece when you order the 12 count, and you're saving the $29 overall. Are you so happy right now?
This would be so good before my grandma's coffee cake. I mean,
well, it's funny because Mary wanted to go golfing. I said, Mary, please, can you just wait like 15 more minutes?
All right, we will.
With me? So I asked her.
So good. Would you like to keep it?
can I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Marie Louise. So good. So remember,
Part of the family here.
this
I love
is,
it.
I know, right? We eat family style on In the Kitchen with Mary.
It's so great.
Can I put a little butter on it when I get home if I want?
This is just a little butter that we clarified, that we put in here. Linny did it for me. And look at this. And it's just, by the way, you know Lynn, who works in the kitchen here?
Yes.
She worked at Davios 20 years ago.
Did she really?
Yeah, previous life. She lived up in Boston. So I came in here one day, and there was Lynn in the back kitchen. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
I am tearing up that salmon. It is so good. And you know what? It's all about those nights when we come home. We've just worked a 14-hour day,
Right.
whether it's for the family or for a business or for your own business. What are we going to have for dinner?
Right.
How do we make this when we get it home? Do we need to put it in the oven?
All you
do we need to?
You could put it in your fancy oven that you were selling earlier.
air fryer?
The air fryer. You can throw it in there if you want. These things it's ready to go. All you do is take it out. Now you could take it out and put it in the refrigerator the night before, so it's room temperature, so it cooks quicker. But you know, if you throw it in frozen, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. You know, and they don't take very long. And you know, it's all done. It's all seasoned for you. I mean, just look at how much is here. I mean, look at all the salmon.
There's not much left on my plate.
We're talking 6 ounces here, Mary. That's a lot of salmon.
It's a
lot.
it's a really
It's
big
lot.
amount.
It's very filling. I mean, this is an incredible thing. I mean, when I cut it, it's just so soft. It's so beautiful. We cooked them really nice here today. I must say, they're really, really nice.
They look incredible.
Yeah.
I want to remind you, please, of the offer. We do not have many of these to go around. It is a big top find. So today we were able to offer it on Easy Pay, which makes it exceptionally special. So you have your choice of the 6, which is this tray here, 6 stuffed salmon fillets. Remember, all of those delicious ingredients, all of the experience of Davios coming to your front door. You don't have to run and go out anywhere. Free shipping and handling. The 6 count is 3 easy payments of $19.67. It's also, of course, on free shipping and handling, but I hear that the 6 count is our more popular choice at this precise moment. Keep in mind, too, that we do have the 12 count, but that is our most limited choice. We only have 7 dozen remaining in the 12 count. So please continue to place your order and know the 12 count is 3 easy payments of $29.67. You're saving $29. And what I mean by that, when you order the 12 count, the price breakdown is about $7.42 per piece when you order the 12. Yep. When I mentioned earlier in our presentation that at your restaurant, it could cost about $30
Yes, it does.
to get the stuffed salmon.
Right.
But now folks can order it from QVC in a 12 count and get it for $7.42 a piece. When you mentioned earlier, you said, wow, this is a pretty good deal. And then I did the math. I thought, okay, that's a screaming good deal.
Really
that's
is.
not just a pretty good one. That's incredible.
And by the way, we do the cooking for you. So all
Right.
you do is take it out and just throw it in the oven. It's good to go.
And
all I did is take a little butter. I added a little lemon, fresh lemon. It's very, very simple. And these are handmade, Mary. As you can see, they're all not perfect. They're not. It's not a machine-made thing here. That's why we only had a limited amount here. And once they're gone, and then we'll have to make some more, I guess, for another.
We'll just have to do some begging to get you to come back. But I just wanted to open up and show you that everything you're seeing inside here is what we have down in front of the table.
Show that.
Because the Davios story is a story of warm hospitality and delicious food. Because I adore the Davios that's in King of Prussia, but it's all about the delicious ingredients on the inside. And look how fresh. Everything is so incredibly fresh.
And the other thing is, we keep it simple. We don't have 15 things in the salmon. And I think a lot of times, they put too much stuff.
Right.
And it's like mystery food. You don't know what you're eating. I mean, look at this. You have the salmon, you have the crab, the cheese, a little risotto, some panko, parsley, peppers and onions. That's it. Maybe a little salt and pepper. Okay. I mean, it's very, very simple. And
It's
I
just
think
pure food.
And I'm a restaurant guy, right? I mean, that's what I am. I mean, it's that simple. And I think you always want to buy stuff from restaurants, and I'll tell you why. Because we do get the best quality food.
Right.
You know that. If you ever came in and saw what we get versus what's at the store, we do get the highest level of food. Because our guests demand it. We have. I've been at Davios. I started 32 years ago. It's been a long time.
No way.
32 years
Not
ago.
that long.
Yes.
There's
Yes,
no way.
Our first
you
one-
started when you were 4.
No, I was 24. I was close. I was a chef, the manager. I did everything.
Sure. I get it. That's a good way to start.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was a busboy. Was my first job. We talked
I
about that earlier.
love that. I love that you started as a busboy.
Yeah.
That's so great.
That's
but
why I
take a
love
look.
the bus. Now my youngest son is a busboy. It's
Is
funny.
he really?
Yes.
As
Yeah.
it should
Maxie,
be.
yeah.
We should all have to wait tables for a period of time to
Well, all my
understand
kids.
how
That's the
important.
agreement. You have to go. You have to start at the, and learn.
Okay, so I have an update on the 12 count. We started with 150 just in this program, and we only have 4 dozen to go around. So if you want the 12 count, remember, you save $29 by ordering the 12 count. 3 easy payments are available, but that easy pay goes away at the end of the day today. So how does it arrive at the front door?
They come frozen.
Okay.
They come in a nice white cooler, which you can keep and use another time for the beach.
Nice.
I love these little coolers. I have a bunch of them.
I do too.
And then they come in, dry ice, so they're rock solid. And you take them, just throw them in the freezer, or you can cook them that night.
So
actually.
are they kind of wrapped individually?
wrapped.
Can we cut them out, or do they just come in a bag?
No,
How do
no, they actually come individually. So you could just take 1 out of the bag
that's
or 2
great.
out of the bag. You don't have to cook all 6 or 12 or whatever.
Sure.
And which is really nice. And I love it because people show up at my house all the time. They think I'm a restaurant guy, right? So they think they can just come over and I have all this food ready to go. And I love having these in the freezer because all I do is pop them out, and people think, "Wow, this guy what's he been cooking? What's he been cooking all day?"
He really is a
He really is a
32-year.
gourmet chef, And I
I'm
always
eating more
laugh,
salmon.
but all I do is take them out of the freezer, So it's that's really what it's all about. Is to be ready to be prepared.
The chefs that work in our kitchens were very kind to make me a piece of
Yes.
your salmon
Right.
without the stuffing. I have almost cleared the entire piece because it is so good. It is so light and fluffy, but so rich and full of flavor at the same time. That's
really is good.
the experience that you're getting at your front door. Cook it in the oven. Could I cook it in a pan if I wanted to too?
Well, you probably would want to have
Oven's
it.
better.
Well, the oven, if it's frozen, if you cook it in the pan, it's going to fall apart and everything.
Okay,
So
stick
you
to the
really
oven.
want to just throw it in the oven. I think it's
Okay,
it's the
3
best way.
dozen left in the 12 count, and that is it. Just a few more than that in the 6 count. I heard, because I had to be out for a little while, feeling much better, but Antonella was lovely enough to host the show while I was gone.
We
And
had some
don't
fun.
we love Antonella?
Well, I had never met her before, and it was an honor to meet her because I've seen her on QVC for longest, like 20 years or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool that she came on. We talked, and we had a lot of fun.
I love her so much.
She ate the whole piece.
I know, I love her so much, and I heard her say, because I know her well, we are friends and we are coworkers, and I heard her say, I saw her face drop, and then she said, "This is the best salmon that I have ever had.
Yeah.
And so to come from her, she is QVC kitchen legend, and for her to say that this is the best salmon she's ever had, that's something to take note. And so
It was an honor, yeah.
we all know I love it. We all know that you love it too. But when I heard Antonella say it, I was like, ooh, that kind of rang my bell. So you have your choice of 6 or 12. The 12 is almost completely gone. $29 savings in the 12 count. And Steve, it's always an honor,
Mary,
my
thanks,
friend.
Mary, thanks.
So good
All
to
right,
see you.
We'll see you soon on the new
Yeah,
show.
have to welcome you back to Homemade Easy.
Okay, all right, we'll see you later.
You know what? Stick around. We have more to come. I'm going to head outside because we have some great tools for barbecuing and for outdoor events coming up next. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Mary. Nothing to see here. You know what? It is such a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania, and so we wanted to take the show outside and give you some tools for barbecuing. So we're actually calling this one the Cook's Essentials Barbecue.